Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy and I'm so happy to have everybody joining me for this week's Oracle message or our email from our guardian angel. And before we get into all that, can you believe it is September? Oh my goodness. So this reading will be good from September 1st through September the 7th. Now, before we get started, some quick housekeeping. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you would consider doing so, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you in advance. It really does support the channel and help that YouTube, what's the word? I don't want to say the A word, formula. So again, by subscribing, it really does help. I'm trying to get to 500, and at the time of recording this morning, I have a little over 90 to go. That's important. And also give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment, even if it's an emoji. That just helps my video get out there to more people who may benefit from it. All right. So I want to talk quickly about some sales and special going on. There's a lot. I'm really getting planning now. There's a lot about to start happening with Your Natural Healer. And so on my website, I have created a tab called Sales and Specials that will go over all the crystal sales, any sales on services, any specials at lotuscenter.online. So you can go there and take a look too, because I'm just going to hit it like really quickly here. But I've now started a crystal of the week. This week's crystal, well, at the time of Friday, the crystal of the week starts every Sunday. Today it's a celestite. I am not sure what I'm going to make it on Sunday. So if you're watching this video before Sunday, check, and you want something else, check it out on Sunday. Additionally, Labradorite slabs are also on sale. Those are on sale. I'm having I want to do a live event. It's going to be on September 26th, and I haven't quite decided how I was going to do it. I've tried to do a test on the webinar software I use, and it's just not working right. I really don't want to pre-record it, but if I have to, I have to. But the event's probably going to be about an hour long. You will need a piece of Labradorite. And so that's why I'll be offering Labradorite on sale up to a week before the event. And the event, during it, I will, using distance reiki, I will clear and cleanse and charge your piece of Labradorite for what we are specifically working on. So it will become activated. We are going to use the power of intention collectively to activate all of our Labradorites. And during this whole event, you will also be receiving distance Reiki for what we're working on with that particular crystal. So check that out as well. And let's see. The September special is a combo package. It's a 30-minute personal reading followed by a 30-minute distance Reiki session. Normally I charge $60 for that. It's going to be 20% off, so $48. Additionally, make sure you also check out the 2024 Ultimate reading package. I'm not going to go over everything there because it involves crystals, it involves Reikis, it involves tarot, oracle, gridding, candles. So check that out. I will work out a payment plan for you, but your reading has to be paid for by November 1st, but I'm willing to work out that payment plan with you. So again, go on yournaturalhealer.com for more information. Then finally, this is what I'm super excited about. If you're not following me on Facebook, make sure you start following me on Facebook. I'm going to start doing a live sale around the middle of the month. It's going to either be like the second or third Wednesday of each month. And it's going to be called Tammy's Top 10 Crystal Sale. So I'm going to pre-select 10 crystals that are on my store. Some may be individual pieces. Like, for example, I do have one of these crazy lace agate towers. So it may be for one of these. Or I have serpentine, which I probably have 50 pieces of. So I'll be selling all 50 pieces as well. So basically what's going to happen is I will tell you all about this particular piece, and then I will have poker chips with discount percents on it. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and up to 40% off. Okay. So after I tell you about the crystal, I will draw a chip. It will tell you what percent I'm selling it for. So then I will tell you, let's say, for example, just for round numbers, if this was $100 and 40% off, this is now $60. And the first person, I'll say like, this is item number 3. And the first person that types number 3 wins the item. And then I will get your email information to send you an invoice and all that. So it's going to be really fun. Depending on how many people watch live, I'll draw some oracle cards for individual people as well. So that will be more personalized than our normal reading. So I've sent out a bunch of invites on Facebook. But again, if you're not following me on Facebook, make sure you follow me, Your Natural Healer. And make sure you go to the event and click on going. So this way it pops up. I'm going to start it I forget the date, the 13th or 14th of September. I'm sorry, I don't have my calendar in front of me. And it will start at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think I put till 10. If it gets done sooner, we stop sooner. If we're not done at 10 o'clock and we're still having a good time, we'll go no later than 11 because I have to work the next day. But all right, you guys are sick of hearing me talk. So I wanted to show you this week's crystal that I pulled for you guys. And this is Snowflake Obsidian. Okay, isn't that really pretty? So we're just going to set that aside. Now this week I'm going to be drawing from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. That's a mouthful. So for anybody new, what I'm going to do is I will draw 3 cards. I'll lay them out and you'll pick a card. But you're going to pick the card based off of your intuition, your third eye. And this is a great exercise actually in training on, your third eye, training on opening it and strengthening it, okay? And then I will do your reading. This will be time stamped, so you can go directly to your card. Also, really quickly, when your reading is done, don't just close out of the video. Make sure you go to the Reiki hug. And that is a 2-minute distance Reiki session that I will be giving you for your highest good at the moment you are watching this video. Okay. Now, another thing is this may not resonate with you, and that's okay. That's going to happen because, again, this is a general reading. It's for anybody on the face of this earth. So don't get frustrated if it doesn't pertain to you. You can always come back later in the week. Or you can always reach out and say, hey, Tammy, I'd like my own reading. And in a personal reading, I use all kinds of decks. I use several tarot decks. I'll use several oracle decks. Something might pop up in the crystal ball. I use it all. So, personal reading, that's on special this month. You get the best of both worlds, a 30-minute reading followed by 30 minutes of distance Reiki. And then finally, if it does resonate with you, I want you to take your right hand, take a deep breath in, breathe it all in, place that right hand on your heart and say, yes, I claim this for myself. Okay? All right. So enough talking. There's so much going on and it's so exciting. All righty. Without overthinking, whatever card you're drawn to, the left, the middle, or the right, go ahead and choose, and let's get started. So if you chose the left card, this message from your guardian angel that they need you to know this week is, start at the top, cleansing waters. Oh, there's a lotus. I love the lotus. And it says purification activates vibrant life force. What a beautiful card you got this week. Okay, this card, as I said, this is called the Sacred Traveler deck. And I want you to think about travelers back during the Renaissance days when they would either walk a lot or ride horses. And they would stop, and it's even nowadays we do that. If we take a long road trip, you have to make a pit stop where you kind of recharge and, you use the bathroom to release and all that. Maybe you switch drivers because you need to release the stress and be the passenger for a while. And what this card is talking about this week for you is that you need to release in all aspects of your life. Clean the clutter out. So at home, if you got a bunch of junk laying around, whether it's out in the open or in the closet, let's go ahead and get that tackled. Any junk in your life, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, that you've been saying, I'll get to it, the universe is saying it's time, okay? Maybe you're trying to start your fitness regimen, or eating healthy, and you got a bunch of junk. Well, this is a great time to cleanse out the cupboards, or give it away. Take it to work and give it away. But the point with this, as it says, purification activates vibrant life force. A lot of times we don't realize what clutter does to us. I know myself, when my house things get out of place, I do start to feel a bit anxious. I can't stand it. My focus goes. I find I get short-tempered a little bit. I start snapping a little bit. And clutter can affect us in so many ways in our life, okay? And so think of emotional clutter, a bunch of stuff that you haven't really let go of, and it's not necessarily super bothering you, but you're like, I'll deal with it later. And it maybe pops up into your head every now and then. Well, this is a sign the universe is saying, hey, maybe it's time you deal with that, okay? If it is something more deep-seated, especially if it is something emotionally, make sure you can always go speak with a counselor or something to that effect. But purification activates vibrant life force. Once we have all that clutter out of our life, and it is not, we're not looking at it out of the corner of our eye, and it's not popping up into our head randomly, then we can really then take a deep breath in and just exhale and really focus on the present moment, okay? And when, as it says, vibrant life force, when we're in the present moment, that really allows us to enjoy life and to live life to the fullest, okay? And that's what the universe is saying. You really need to let go of whatever this clutter is in your life. But again, all aspects. You can have a closet that's cluttered. Let's let it go. Let it go. Get a trash bag out and just start chucking stuff. One trash bag for the trash, one trash bag for donations. But then don't let them bags just sit there in the closet for a month. Excuse me. But you're going to find that, everything is just going to feel so much better. I would also say, as far as, I always like to tie in, our chakras to this. I would definitely also work on removing the clutter in your auric field, removing the clutter in your chakras. Work with, if you have any selenite, maybe cleanse your this is great for cleansing your auric field. Cleanse your aura with some selenite. Get out any negative energy. Draw in just that beautiful white healing light. Cleanse the aura. Okay, we pick up so much junk in our aura, and a lot of times we don't even realize it. That's why, and I do sell these. It's not quite as thick, but they're not tiny either. I do sell these selenite sticks in the Your Natural Healer store. I like placing them over the doorway. These never need to be cleansed, so you can just leave it there and forget about it. And anytime somebody comes in and out, it's going to automatically cleanse their aura, okay? So that will help, with any kind of energy clutter that's going on. And again, I would also work on meditating with all of your chakras, okay? Clutter can affect all of our chakras in different ways, depending if it's physical, if it's our space, if it's emotional, spiritual, what have you. So I would definitely work with all 7 main chakras. I would utilize, if you have any clear quartz, which works beautifully for all your chakras, maybe meditate with some of that as well. You can also use the selenite during your meditation work, as well as you're clearing your chakras. You're more than welcome to sign up. I have a chakra cleansing, healing, and balancing. It's a 1 hour distance session, and I'd be more than willing to, and of course, more than willing, I'd be happy to do that for you. But if you need a guided meditation, if you're somebody that struggles, I do offer a guided meditation. If you go to playlists and it says guided meditations, there is one, and I might not get the title exact, but it's called like Quickie 7 Main Chakra Guided Meditation. I think it's like 14 minutes long, but it hits all 7 chakras. And, do that a couple times this week, and you're just going to find not only are you getting your physical space, but you're also getting you're working on your emotional space, and then, your soul, or your energetic field. All right. Have a fantastic weekend and week, and I will see you at the Reiki Hug. Okay, so if you chose the middle card, your guardian angel is sending you an email with the subject line of View from Above. These are such beautiful cards. And it says, get the big picture. And you see this girl in a balloon, and she's way above everything, and she's looking out over it. What your guardian angel is telling you is that you've been really, really, and I keep hearing in my head, really focused on the tiniest, most unimportant details. And it's not saying that they're truly unimportant, but honestly, if you weren't focused on them so much, the outcome is not going to be any different. And because you're doing that, you're really not focusing on the big picture. Now, granted, if you think of a picture, even like this picture, to draw it, there's all kinds of colors and all kinds of details in it to make it this beautiful picture. But if we just, and I can't tell you how close I can get, if we just focus in on that, you might not know what this picture is. And then you might not appreciate it for the beauty. Sorry about that. I was trying to get my point, but you might not appreciate it for the beauty that, this picture is. And when we get caught up, oh my gosh, think of when you're caught up in these details. A lot of times you are, I don't want to use the word wasting, but you're not allocating your time. You're not allocating your resources. You're not allocating your energy appropriately. And I think that there's some lack of a balance here, okay? I would say that with this big picture that I think it's really focusing, I think it's coming from a little bit from maybe your root chakra. That if you figure that if you're not the one that takes care of all the little details, that the picture is not going to be perfect. Well, you know what, my friends? Life isn't perfect. Nothing is going to be perfect, okay? And don't set yourself up for such stress and expectations. There's nothing worse than that, okay? And by you focusing on all these little mindless details, as I said, you're missing out on some wonderful opportunities, some wonderful experiences. And I think that maybe you're not finding some balance in your life, you know? So if you're focusing on all these minute details of, I don't know, say running your family, then maybe work is slacking, maybe your meditation is slacking, maybe your taking care of yourself is slacking. Or maybe if you're just focused on the littlest details with work, then it's your time with your family and friends and all that. Details are important, but not one detail is not as important as another. Okay? It makes a whole picture. And you've got to allocate your resources accordingly. And by resources, as I said, your time, your energy. I don't think that necessarily your root chakra is blocked. It might not really even be slowed down, but just be really careful because that could happen. I still think with this, and it's always like the people on that drew the left card, it was for them more of making sure that all your chakras are aligned. And I would definitely make sure you're working on all your chakras this week, because I think that with all these little teeny tiny details, that while maybe you're focusing on one more than the other, normally what'll happen is if something becomes overactive, the others become underactive and vice versa. So I would really, really, really make sure you do meditate on your chakras. If you are interested in a Reiki session, I do have a special session that is 1 hour. I think it's chakra healing. There's chakra healing and balancing, and I don't know if I can't remember what it's called. There's so much on my website. Just you can go to my website and check that out if that's something you're interested in. Additionally, if you go to my playlists on this channel, go to the one guided meditations. There's a 7 quickie main 7 chakra guided meditation. I think it's called. It's like 14 minutes. I would hit that a couple times this week and just really focus on trying to find a little bit of balance, okay? And take an occasional breath. If you find yourself really marinating in the smallest details, just stop, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And do that a couple of times and get yourself realigned. But other than that, I think you're okay. This is not a bad message or anything like that. Just let go. Okay? Let go of the little details. All right. I will see you at the Reiki Hug. If you chose the left, I'm sorry, I don't know my left from my right. My goodness. Oh, I need coffee. Okay, so if you chose the right card, there we go, Tammy. You got, this is your subject line, fellow travelers. And it says support is all around you. What beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay. Couple things with this one. First of all, you don't always need to do everything yourself. If someone offers you help in any way, shape, or form, it's okay to say yes. Saying yes and whether it's taking help or asking, whether it's accepting help or asking for help, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you any less smart or any less of a person or any less emotionally stable. Asking for help is a beautiful thing. You have support all around you. But then also with this card, your guardian angel wants you to know you have a legion, for lack of a better term, of angels around you. And if you're not new to my channel, you've heard me talk about this before, from the time we are conceived, we're given our guardian angel. And as we progress through our life, we pick up different types of spirit guides and other types of angels. We can call in archangels. We have scribes, we have light beings, galactic guides, we have elementals, just all kinds of other dimensional beings that are at our disposal who want to help us. But you have to ask, okay? Now, if you say to your guardian angel, hey, guardian angel, I want $1 million, it doesn't work that way. But anytime if you're feeling alone or you're feeling like you need some guidance, call on your guardian angels. Take some time to meditate, close your eyes, and call in your guardian angels. When I usually, call in anybody from my spiritual team, sometimes I'll call in my guardian angel specifically. But if I'm not sure, if I'm feeling like I need some guidance, I call my spiritual team MYST, MYST, which stands for my spiritual team. It just came to me one day and I was like, okay, that's what it's called. So when I start meditating, I'll be like, if any member of MYST would like to come forward and be by me and send me messages or help me, I'm open to that. And it's awesome. That's all I can say. It's awesome. But they're always there. They're always listening. They're always wanting to help because they are here to make sure that you live your best life, okay? So don't forget that. Ask for help, whether it's in the human realm or with your personal team, okay? Beautiful stuff. You're not alone. Never, ever, ever. Beautiful soul. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get our Reiki hug done. So I'm going to grab the bowls and let me fix that. I'm sorry if this whole thing was crooked the whole time. I'll never hear the end of it now from my husband. Go ahead and get your cell phones, put them on silent, at least for the next 2 minutes. You can do that. And then I want you to get into a nice, comfortable position. You can close your eyes. You don't need to be laying down. This is only 2 minutes. But I want you to close your eyes and start breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, naturally, okay? Don't overdo it. And just feel the natural rise and fall of your own chest. Now I want you to go ahead and I want you to give your body a quick scan. Starting at the top of your head, working your way down to your midsection, nice and slow. Don't forget the arms and the fingers. Down to your knees, all the way to your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Releasing any stress, any tension. Nice and relaxed. right, everybody, go ahead and open your eyes, wiggling those fingers and those toes. Sorry if you heard me setting the rain stick down in between when I used it. Come back, take your time, come back to the real world. Again, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Really quickly, don't forget, I forgot to announce this earlier, the September zodiac readings will be dropped tomorrow. I didn't want to drop them the same day as this and have everybody overwhelmed with 2 readings. So make sure you watch that. It is going to be a life check-in reading. So it's going to be really, really outstanding. So make sure, again, you go into yournaturalhealer.com, check out all the specials going on. Make sure you follow me on Facebook so you don't miss the awesome live sale that we're going to be doing this month with some, quick one-on-one card draws. That's going to be a lot of fun. And that's all I have for you today. So anyway, have a great weekend. Oh, and by the way, it is Weatherford Trade Days this weekend. So if you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, come to Heritage Park in Weatherford. Me and Ed will be at Lot C. I think we're space 7. We're right over near the restrooms and across from Kettle Corn. So come on out, see us. All kinds of crystals, sage, essential oils. I've got rollers and sprays and all kinds of good stuff. Sugar scrubs, protection scrubs, you name it. So come on out. Anyway, go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Namaste.